Hey guys, my name is Britt Nicole. Welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to talk about Jennifer L Armentrout's books. So if you guys didn't know, I have found a love and passion for Jennifer L Armentrout's writing and her books, and I have read 3 of her series so far, some of her bigger series, and I have decided that I want to show you guys the books that I have read of hers, but also the books that I want to read. I think I want to try to read everything that she has written by herself. Now, I know she has written, I think it's called Meet Cute, which is an anthology of like cute meetups and things like that. I might venture into this if I'm feeling like it, maybe not. And I know she's also co-wrote a lot of different books. I know she has written one book in a series of another author. I'm not talking about all those books. I want to talk about just her series and her books that she's written on her own. So I would consider Jennifer L Armentrout more of a romance fantasy writer. She does have some more just contemporary romance books, but she also has more of the romance fantasy books that I immensely enjoy. So before I tell you guys the books that I want to get to of hers, I want to show you guys the books that I've read of hers so far. Starting off with White Hot Kiss. This was one of the first series that I ever read of Jennifer Armentrout. This is what actually drove me into wanting to read more of her books. This book has to deal with gargoyles, demons, half-bloods. It's very impactful, adventurous, sexy, romantic. It's just one of the series that if you have not read, you need to read. I really highly suggest reading this trilogy. I honestly wish it was a little bit longer because I wanted more. I was very satisfied with how it ended and how it began, but I just wanted more from these characters and more from their point of view. But I highly recommend everybody picking up White Hot Kiss trilogy. But starting with this trilogy, we have White Hot Kiss, Stone Cold Touch, and Every Last Breath. Guys, I can't tell you how fast I read these books. I got one, and I think I read this within a week. I think I read them during a readathon because I love them that much. It was just one of those series that I could not put down, and I actually think I'm going to hand these off to my friend Lorianne, who likes more of the romance contemporary writings. She's not really a big fantasy person, but I think she would enjoy the little bit of fantasy that's sprinkled into this. Then the next series that I read was Obsidian. This is the Lux series, and guys, this was also one of the best books that I've ever read. There is alien-like people in this. There's government issues in this book. There's a girl who goes to, I think, West Virginia, and she has to start out school all over again her senior year. She's trying to make friends. The people next door are not the best people in the world. Her and one of the boys next door don't really get along. They actually really clash at the beginning, and they don't understand why they hate each other so much. And I do say hate loosely in this because it kind of one of those like hate to love romances, and I kind of like that trope. I like the hate to love romance trope. It is a lot of fun sometimes, but I highly recommend picking up Obsidian, the Lux series. So starting off, we have Obsidian, Onyx, Origin, and Opposition being the 5th one. Yeah guys, I do have the matching covers, even though they are a little bit different in size. I just wanted these ridiculously like late 2000 matching covers that I actually really enjoy. They look good on my bookshelves, and I'm glad that I got these instead of the bind up, because I know this series comes in like bind up editions, but I love having the whole matching series on my bookshelves. Then the last series of Jennifer L Armentrout that I've read is Half-Blood. This is a great love triangle, guys. Let me tell you a little bit more about this book before I talk to you more about the love triangle. This talks about gods and mortals, and there's the descendants of gods who have children are considered purebloods, and then if a god and mortal have a child, their descendants are called half-bloods, and the half-bloods are really treated very poorly in this series because they only have two options: to work for this type of government who helps protect the purebloods, or you become their servant. That's the two options they really had. The main character's name is Alex, and she does fall in love with not just one guy in this book, but a second guy, and this is one of the best well-written love triangles I have ever read, and I will stand by that to date. But you never knew really who to root for. You didn't know if you wanted to root for one character over the other guy, and at times you wanted to root for the other guy over that character. It was just one of those well-written love stories, and I loved it so much. And having the gods and mortals aspect and the government aspect and the military training aspect thrown into this was just a plus for me, because I do like those types of readings and like the forbidden romance, and this also was kind of a plus. I just immensely enjoyed this Half-Blood series. So starting off, we have Half-Blood, Pure, Dignity, Apollon, and Centil. So again, guys, you can see why I got this series, all the matching covers and the spines. This was an immensely and great book series, and I highly recommend all of these. The love triangles, the storyline, the military, all these. I really think that everybody needs to pick up this. So guys, that's all the current Jennifer L Armentrout books that I've read. Let me tell you guys about the other books that I want to get to soon. So we have Fridge and Scorched, The Problem with Forever, Don't Look Back, Obsession. This is the standalone spin-off book of the Lux series. Wicked, Torn, and Brave. This is the Wicked trilogy. This is the trilogy that I want to get to the quickest if I can find them, because they have been really hard to find. The Return, The Power, The Struggle, and The Prophecy. These seem like a really good time, and I think the main character is male, not female. So that might be interesting, because I don't read a lot of books with a male perspective. Cursed, If There's No Tomorrow. The Darkest Star. I don't know if it's going to be a duology or trilogy or series just yet, but I know The Brightest Star is coming out later this year, and I'm extremely excited to hopefully get to these two soon also. Storm and Fury, which is her latest, newest release book. The Dead List, Moonlight Sin, Moonlight Seduction, and Moonlight Scandals. Again, I think this series is told from a male perspective. And then last but not least is Till Death. The only two books that I'm kind of up in the air about is Till Death and The Dead List. I'm kind of interested in them, but again, I love Jennifer L Armentrout's writing and storylines and characters so much that I do want to eventually give them a try. So currently I have read 13 of her books. In total, if I read everything on my list, it's going to be around 22 books, but I do want to give at least the first book of each series a try, and that's around 13 books. So 13 books is not really bad. Now if I decide that I want to go on in the series, yeah, it's going to be more books, but really guys, 13 books is really not that bad. I could actually probably bang these out pretty quickly in 1 month or 2 months if I can find all of them. But again, I'm having a very tough time finding her books. If you like Jennifer L Armentrout's writing and books as much as I do, please leave me a comment down below and tell me which books you have read. If you've read any of the ones I've read or the ones that I want to read, please leave a comment down below letting me know your thoughts and feelings. If you want to join along with this, please, message me on Goodreads. My Instagram is down in the description, and my Twitter. Message me and let me know if you want to join along in this, I guess, readathon but not readathon kind of thing. It's just a challenge for myself to get caught up on all her writing. So guys, I think that's going to be it for today. If you like these types of videos, please leave me a thumbs up, and always remember to subscribe to my channel, and I look forward to seeing everybody soon in my next video. Bye!